So I'm going to go ahead and get started. We have we're going to start with 2 cups of flour. And of course, I'm just using regular flour, but I mean, if you're gluten free, if you have celiac or whatever, then you can use your almond flour or whatever. Okay, 2 cups flour. Get this out of the way. Let's see, cinnamon. Cinnamon, 1 teaspoon. I'm not gonna measure with the regular. I mean, it's fine. Maybe you like more cinnamon. Put more cinnamon in there. Ground cinnamon, 1 teaspoon. My internet connection is unstable. Ugh. Hopefully you can see me and hear me okay. I don't know why my internet connection is unstable. Should be fine. All right, then a half a teaspoon of baking soda. I am going to measure this one out. I mean, approximate measurements. Baking soda, not powder. And let's see, what else? Half a teaspoon of salt. Yeah, that looks about right. And let's see, brown sugar. 1 cup brown sugar. I was very fortunate because when I was looking at this recipe, I had exactly 1 cup of brown sugar left in my container. Julie says, "Don't worry, we're all a little unstable around here." This is true. 1 cup brown sugar, and I'm not going to be able to make anything else with brown sugar for a while until I can go to the grocery store. And let's see, I got the brown sugar, the baking soda, cinnamon, salt. Oh yeah. I also am completely out of butter. Obviously, I need to go to the grocery store. But this recipe, fortunately, does not call for butter. It calls for half a cup of shortening, which, I mean, I think you can, I don't know. You can't always substitute shortening for butter. Depends on what it is. I mean, if you're gonna make like white icing, like cake icing, you don't want to use the butter because it won't make the icing white. It'll be like off white or yellowish, you know? You don't want that. All right, there's the half a cup of shortening. We'll get this out of the way. I like putting stuff away after I use it. It just, I mean, I have limited counter space here, so it all just gets in the way, you know? All right. So we got that out of the way. And vanilla extract. 2 teaspoons vanilla extract. Just gonna, yeah, yeah, that's about 2. I'm almost out of vanilla too. Ah! All right. Let's see. Oh, yeah. The eggs. 2 eggs beaten. Get this out of the way. Oh, by the way, if you're going to make this, preheat the oven to 350 degrees. That's pretty normal temperature for most cookies and things like that. So I've got 1 white egg and 1 brown egg. They're an interracial couple. That can be uh, rather scandalous around this area. Oh, hello. HK Jane. Is that what that says? It's kind of hard to read sometimes on these phones, the chat. Oh, my apron's falling down. Whew. All right. 2 eggs beaten. All right. Oh, you can't see the bowl. Here's with all the stuff in it. Kind of chop some of this up or put the eggs in. This one, it doesn't say anything about separating wet and dry ingredients. Of course, you can do it if you want. You could do you could whisk the dry ingredients together and make sure all the lumps are out, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. 2 eggs beaten. For those of you just joining, we are making brown sugar apple cookies. Sounds really good. I hope they turn out well. Then let's see. So I've got the brown sugar, the 2 eggs, baking soda, cinnamon, salt, shortening, vanilla extract, flour. Okay. So the last thing is 1 cup of chopped apples. Now, I put some, I chopped some up. Of course, you can do it the traditional way. I've got my uh, little chopping board. Isn't this cool? Isn't that really pretty? I always chop on just one side because I want to keep the other side kind of decorative. I just kind of put it out in my kitchen to display it. And then the other side is a little, you can see all this knife marks and stuff on that. But anyway, my aunt gave me that. It's one of the rare nice things she gave me. She usually just gives me judgment and dirty looks, but this was a pretty cool present. So we can just chop them up to whatever whatever size you want, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Now, you can do all this little chopping, or you can use the apple core slicer. You ever used one of these? It's very interesting. This is kind of an old one. Pampered Chef makes one. So that's to suction it to the counter so it doesn't go anywhere. And so you take your apple, in case you haven't used one of these before. You use the prongs and you stab the apple like so. Oh, beforehand, you have to line it up this little hole over here, and then turn the little crank. And you see that? Oh, let me turn the phone just a little bit more this way. It's a quite it's quite an ingenious invention, I think. I don't know who came up with it, but it's pretty cool. All right, so there we go. Then you just pull off this part. Oh, can't really see what I'm doing. Pull off the apple, and the core is left behind on the little prong, and you can just pull that off. And you've got all the peelings here, and you're left with this apple, this spiral apple. Isn't that cool? Now, of course, we're not going to leave it like this. We're going to chop through it. And if there are bad places in the apple, of course, just cut those off. These pieces are fine. Oh, I don't want any peelings in the cookie, probably. I think they'd be okay, but um, so the way this it I don't know if you can see, yeah, see how thin it is? I think that makes it really good for the cookies. And of course, you still have to chop them down just a little bit further, but at least you don't have to do the peeling and the coring part. I think that's the hardest part. I think the peeling. We have a little place in the apple that's kind of I don't know, a little brown. Get rid of that. Uh, get rid of the peels and chop this up. All right. Now I have it. I thought I had a cup around here. Okay, maybe not. Where is it? I'll just use the one I used for the brown sugar. It's fine. Okay. We've got we're doing 1 cup of apples, peeled, cored, sliced apples. And so it was, while I'm chopping up the apples, I'll try to reiterate what I put in there. It was 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of brown sugar, half a cup of shortening, half a teaspoon of baking soda. Hello, Hannah. Did I miss any? I sometimes miss. Oh, somebody else. Lori, hello. Cheryl, hello. Cool toy. Yes, it is a cool toy. Love brown sugar. Um. Okay, I think I'm caught up. So I don't know how big these pieces are supposed to be. I guess they can be as big or as small as you want them to be. But they're going to be in cookies. So since the cookie is going to be fairly small, you probably don't want them to be too large. So basically, this it looks like. Well, I'm gonna have to cut off some of the apple because there's like kind of brown spot inside it, and I just don't want to put that in there. But for the most part, it seems that slipping around, one apple is much pretty much takes up 1 cup. Uh, isn't this exciting? All right. Let's see here. No, we don't want that. That was all right. I've got a couple other. I chopped up some apples yesterday and put them in the fridge. The bad thing about if you chop up apples beforehand, they easily turn brown. You can um, put some lemon juice on them, and that's supposed to keep them from turning brown, stops the oxidation process. I think that's what it does. All right, these are a little bigger, but that's fine. Some cookies will have bigger pieces of apple. Some will have little ones. I think it's good that way. It gives your cookies a little variety and a little texture, you know? Uh, it's taking a little more than I thought it would. Uh, dice up, dice up your apples. Have any of you ever made any apple cookies before? Do you like apple? Anybody? You can ask questions, by the way, in the chat if you want to. I'm usually pretty good at keeping track of what people are saying in the chat. So if you would like to have a conversation with me while I'm chopping and mixing and baking and things, please feel free. Love apples, never made cookies with them. Hello, accidentally sideways. All right. I'm so you're supposed to mix in the apples last. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and mix up the rest of the stuff right now, and then put the apples in. I would guess that you don't want to put the apples in before the last thing because it'll kind of mush up the apples. And you want them like whole pieces, so when you bite into the cookie, you get a little chunk of apple. If you're mixing them up with the other stuff, you'll probably kind of turn them into applesauce almost, right? I mean, you just have to do this with my hands. This isn't coming together as well. Uh, I mean, I did wash my hands. I guess I could do it. Yeah, they're a little sticky from the apples, but a lot of times I mix certain things with my hands. It's just easier. All right, I'm gonna do this. Squish it all together with your hands. Yes, I washed my hands, but what do you care? You're not eating these. I mean, you can if you want. You can come over, but depending on where you are. From Arizona, I saw somebody that said they're from Arizona. If you're from Arizona, you're not going to get here in time to eat these. They're going to be gone by the time you get here. Rouser, hello. This is awesome. Oh, thank you. Oh, so uh, accidentally sideways. I uh, I saw his first live video. I think it was a couple of weeks ago. He writes, kind of in um, um, what's it called? Strip, like TV script. Oh, why am I can't think of the name. Like, am I saying that right? Script? Oh, Rouser? Hello. I hear you today. Yeah, I know. Oh, last time. Well, at least the good thing is I got through pretty much the whole video and the sound was okay. And then toward the end, I thought it was me because I was like, I'm not going to do it this time. But I felt my earbud kind of falling out of my ear. So I was using my hand to like push it back in. And I thought maybe I pushed it because when you click on it, it mutes it. But I took him out and put him in the case. So that's supposed to like turn him off. Ugh, so, all right. Here's the couple of apples. I've got it all mixed up. I probably mixed it up a little too much before I put the apples in there. It's all right. I'm just going to kind of uh, try to mix them into the dough. Yeah, but anyway, when I later somebody told me, "Oh no, it wasn't you. Other people were having the same problem on Substack that at that time or that day or whatever." So it it could have been a coincidence that I was just trying to put my earpiece back in, but I was trying to use sign language. I don't I don't think very many people know sign language. But um anyway, yeah, I was using sign language when my sound went out. I took a couple sign language courses in college, and all right, I might get this. I don't need this anymore. The pure quarter slicer. It slices. It dices. It no, it doesn't dice, but it does. It does make. Whoops. Huh, okay. All right. Now I can get this stuff out of here, and I will bring over the baking stone. Ooh, my apron's falling down. All right. Ugh, maybe I shouldn't have worn this apron, but I only have like two aprons that are full aprons. The other ones are like half ones, and I wouldn't be covering the top. Not that it matters, I suppose, but um, since I'm standing in front of a counter, if I wore the half aprons, it would be kind of pointless because you couldn't see them anyway. All right. So I'm not exactly sure how big I want to make these. Let's see. What is it? I don't know really. I don't know. I'm going to do it like about that size. This is an experiment because I've never made these. I love baking cookies on a stone. They they cook really evenly, and they're easy to they come off really easily. Like I don't spray them. I don't put down any parchment or anything, and they work really well. Love them. I've baked bread on them too. Um oh, I missed I was laughing hysterically. Yes, at my mute. Oh, uh I hear. Oh yeah, there we go. That must happen to my earbuds. I just did not know. Yeah, I was laughing hysterically. Can we admirers send you aprons? No, from. Yeah, from. Oh, well, I mean, actually, if you're not, well, you are, but if you're not a paid subscriber, I would really appreciate if you would upgrade to a paid subscription and I could afford to buy some aprons. Uh, yeah, I guess you could send me an apron. I hate to ask for things, for gifts, and I mean, especially if you're already um, paying for a subscription to my publication. I don't want to ask for too much, but yeah, I could DM you later about that. Yeah, I've got a bunch of those half aprons. I would really like to be able to use them, but I mean, I guess I could. I just don't feel like I'm in the best shape to be going completely shirtless. Um, let's see. I think I'm going to stagger these just a little bit so they don't run into each other. All right. So part of the reason I wore this lanyard was, um, well, to keep this thing up because there are no neck straps on it. No, there's not. I mean, you can tell that nothing was even there. There's not like a rip where it came off or anything. I don't understand what this front part. It's just a flap. If I let it go, it just flop down. All right. Oh, so the other reason I wore it was I was going to clip my phone to it so that it would hold it while I put the cookies in the oven and you could watch me. I don't know if it's going to work that way though. Either way, I need to wash my hands so I don't get this cookie dough all over everything else. If you are a first time watcher, um, I appreciate you tuning in and I hope you will check out my publication, become a subscriber. You can subscribe for free. Most of my content is free. I just ask people if they want to support me, if they like my content, that they would upgrade to a paid subscription because this is part of how I earn a living. Okay. Now, let me see if this is going to work. Uh, if I clip this, uh, this is probably completely unnecessary. All right. You can see my oven. Now, I don't know if you can see this very well or not. Oh, there it goes. I don't see it's spinning around. You spin me right round, baby. Oh, shoot. Ugh, this thing. The bad thing about this baking stone is this rack thingy falls off sometimes. But um, better if you pull the little thing out first. And now we're gonna put it in. All right, there we go. And okay. Oh my gosh, that was probably not worth. It was probably not worth all that ridiculousness. Oh my gosh. All right. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Well, I'm sorry for those of you who are just joining and saw all that. Oh, and saw all this. Hmm, not staying up very well, is it? Oh, Alexa, set a timer for 8 minutes. Minute timer started. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, now back to, let's see, comments. Hi, Brandon. I hear. Oh, yeah, I already saw that. Laughing hysterically. Yes, it would. Yes, it would be fun. Cool. I used to bake a lot until I had to change my intake. No sugar. Oh, nothing white, no butter. See the problem? Yeah. But I have scones, whipped cream pound cake, black magic cake, black and white cookies. Well, I'm glad you found alternatives. So, if you can't have sugar, can you have stevia? Like sugar alternatives like that? Here's the forecast for tomorrow. Oh, look for mostly sunny weather with a high of 77 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 50 degrees. Yeah, she comes in at 6:20 every day and gives me the forecast. Um, oh, and sweet potato pies. Yes, yes. I made a sour cream pound cake that was really good. I'm sure it did have sugar in it, though. I can't remember. I can't remember for sure what it had in it. But sweet potato, yes, without the added chemicals. Oh, yeah. Well, so can you have natural sugar like in fruits? I don't know. Anyway, so while we're waiting for baking, waking. While we're waiting for the cookies to bake, um, I will ask you. Oh, I already went over this, but this is what I was planning on doing while we were waiting for the baking for the cookies to get done. To go subscribe to my publication if you haven't already, and I got a paid subscriber from my last video, so that was awesome. I celebrate so much when I get a paid subscriber. It excites me. I'm like, yes, because it's just one more step to my goal. I I'm a freelance writer. I do some freelance writing gigs for a couple of different companies because Substack right now it doesn't earn me enough to, pay all my bills and stuff. So I do have to have an outside job or another job. But I do have um like I have like 18 paid subscribers right now. So my first goal is to get 20. Of course, I want to get up to the 100 level, but that might take a little while. Takes a lot less time for some people than others. With all the celebrities and everything on here, it's kind of hard to compete. So if you do like my content, if you want to support me, I would appreciate if you would uh, get a paid subscription, $6 a month or $60 for a whole year. So anyway, the baking videos, I just started those like a few weeks ago. I made some. Oh, I'll show you. I'll show you what I made. I should have gotten this out earlier. So I made some peach butter that I've been eating on bread and bagels and things. Oh, I mean, I'm the only one eating this, so who cares? Peach butter. Really good. I had only had apple butter before. This tastes very similar. I mean, it's got the same kind of spices and stuff in it. And I made some of this, a peach sugar scrub. And I've used it a few times. You just, spread it on your face and you can actually eat it too because, it's got peaches and, well, Rouser can't eat it because it's got sugar in it. But I'm assuming you could still put it on your face, right? You just can't consume it. I also made some chocolate waffles. Oh, they're in the freezer. I'm not going to get those out. But let's see. Somebody said stuff. What did they say? Oh, sweet potato pies. Yes, with that. Oh, yeah, I already read that. I learned to make the pound cake in culinary class. Oh, you took culinary class. Wow. Maybe you should be doing some baking videos. Yes, I can have natural sugar, like in fruits, as long as the is that say GI? GI is less than 45. Those waffles looked good. Those waffles were good. That's one that I had made before. And they're really good by themselves. Just rip them apart and eat them. But I like dipping them in um Greek yogurt. That's really good. I had some vanilla Greek yogurt in the fridge already and dip them in there. The suggestion on the recipe, I think, was eat them with bananas and whipped cream or something like that. But the Greek yogurt, of course, would be healthier. How did you come up with the yogurt idea? I don't know. I think I just experimented with it because the recipe didn't say anything about yogurt, but I think I had some yogurt at the time and I just thought, I mean, I don't know, chocolate waffles dipped in yogurt. Sometimes I just try things and sometimes they turn out good. That one was a good one. And I didn't think, it didn't really sound good with, like syrup, like a regular waffle. I love regular waffles. I made blueberry waffles, oatmeal, and of course the chocolate ones. Those are the ones I can think of that I've done. But oh, Alexa, stop. That's the timer. So I'm going to go and check on these. Actually, I'll let you check on them. Let's try to switch this around without pressing the mute button. Oh, pumpkin waffles. Yeah, that would be good. Let's see. Uh, Hopefully you can see this okay. Um, yeah, they look pretty much, I think they look pretty well done. I'm going to leave them just for maybe a minute longer, just to be sure. Because I prefer, if a cookie is going to be undercooked or overcooked, I prefer them to be just slightly overcooked. I kind of like the crunch, especially like on the outside, you know? But it's your preference. So if you if you think they look good as they are, go ahead and take them out. My dad likes raw. I mean, raw cookie dough is good sometimes, but if it's baked, I want it completely baked. I don't want one that's like just like half raw, or you pick it up and the center is raw in it. I don't know. That's just me though. Pumpkin waffles, yes. I think I saw a recipe for pumpkin waffles. I think I'll save that for a little later, maybe in November. That's, pumpkin. I'm doing things that are in season. Like when I did the peaches, it happened that I had picked a bunch of peaches. So I just went with peach recipes because I had the peaches, they were in season, yada yada yada. And now the apples are in season. So you'll probably see me next time making another apple recipe. I don't know what it'll be. One thing I don't like to do is make things that are very common. I'm not going to make an apple pie. No, I am not going to make an apple cobbler. Everybody, you see apple pies and apple cobblers everywhere. That's just, I don't know. That seems kind of boring. I want to make something original. Well, not completely original because somebody's made it before, but I could make up my own recipe, I guess. I can do that with cheesecakes. I'm good at making cheesecakes. I could make an apple cheesecake. But the only thing about that on the videos, they cheesecakes typically take like an hour to bake. I'm not gonna have people sit here for an hour while it bakes. I'd have to do another live video and show the reveal, and not everybody would come for that one who came to the first one. It just seems too complicated. All right, I'm gonna take these cookies out. And let's see. I'm going to put a couple. Oh, and look at this. I have two apple pot holders. I'll put these down. And yeah, I'm not going to take you with me this time. That just didn't work very well. Phone was all over the place. But since I'm wearing my earbuds, I can still talk to you while I'm doing this. Uh, I don't know. I'll turn it around this way. Ugh, didn't quite get that lined up right, should I? All right. Now, where's my spatula? I have a little. Oh, there. Sorry. Sorry about all the noise. Oh, this thing it fell down again. Mm, mm, mm. Oh well, whatever. All right. Mm. Yeah, it's still hot, so I'm not going to try to take them off yet. Whenever you take cookies out of the oven, you should let them cool a little bit before you try to take them off. um, not too long, and then you can transfer them to a drying rack, cooling rack, drying rack, whatever you want to call it. I kind of want to, I kind of want to take one off and try it, but I'll at least mm, show you. Let me try to turn it around again. There we go. I'll try to hold it still because I know whenever you move the phone around, it is it can be difficult to see what's on the screen. So, what do you think? How did they look? Yes, I think they look good too. Hmm. Yes. Ah. Oh, don't want to burn myself. Yes, they look really good. Like, let me get my cooling rack. I can at least, I'll probably put one or two on here before I end this video so you can see. I'll, ugh, goodness, I'm running out of space. There we go. There we go. That's good. And there we go. I'm trying to cool it off. Um, if you guys have any suggestions for things to make, I know I'm going to burn myself if I'm not too careful here. If you have any suggestions for future episodes of these little baking show, um, I would be happy to hear them. If you have, I don't want to hear, I don't want to get things like chocolate chip cookies or oatmeal cookies or chocolate cake. I want something unique. And one of the reasons I made these today is because it's a very simple recipe. So I can go over it again. Let me just tell you. A cup of brown sugar, 2 eggs beaten, a half a teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of salt, half a cup of shortening, 2 teaspoons vanilla extract, 2 cups all-purpose flour, 1 cup apples, cored, peeled, and sliced. Bake at, you just mix it all together at once, except for the apples. Put those in last. Put them on a baking sheet. Bake them for 8 to 10 minutes at 350 degrees. That's it. And the size worked pretty well. They didn't spread out too much. I kind of thought they would with the baking soda. I figured they would spread a little more, but that's fine. All right. So, I guess I'll have to eat one. I mean, it'd be silly for me not to eat one while I'm on video here. Mm. Yeah, those are really good. Mm, yeah. Mm, mm. I definitely approve. Mm. Let's see. How about a pudding with cherries and whipped cream? I bet an apple loaf would be good. Um, how is the texture or baking of the cookies different on the stone? The stone, it my cat. You can see my cat Zoe over there. She wants to go outside. Oh, you see that? That's her little scratcher. It's her doorbell. It chitters like a raccoon whenever she wants out. Anyway, on the baking stone, the um the cookies, I don't know. They bake more evenly. Um I don't know how to explain it. Um they're just I just really like the texture and and the even, I guess, even, I keep saying that they bake even more evenly. But dark chocolate pudding. What do you think, Julie? Hi, Wendy P. Yes, hi, Wendy. And hi. I don't even know how to, if I should say. So my guess was, do I look like I'm gay as fuck? I do. That was my guess for what the letters meant. I wasn't completely sure if that was right. So DILLIGAF question mark IDO. I mean, it makes perfect sense to me, but I could be wrong about that. So if you'd like to correct me, you can tell me that. You can tell me that I'm wrong. Anyway, um, yeah, the stone is just, I don't know. I don't know what it is about it. It stays hot longer. It retains heat, but it also, the when you go to take them off, it's really easy. They come off really easily. Sometimes on different metals, they can stick, but yeah, the baking stone works really well as far as that goes. I don't ever have to um, I don't ever have to spray it or put down parchment. I have put down parchment before, but it it's not necessary. I baked scones on it. I baked bread on it. The bread turns out really well. It doesn't the thing about it is that a lot of times some things on metal pans will burn on the bottom and it won't be all the way cooked on the top. But with the pastries and the bread and cookies, every time I've made something, it seems to just cook very evenly. But anyway, so if you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more from me, please subscribe. I I write articles. They're usually humorous, and I'm on video with Wendy the Druid several times throughout the week. I do an audio podcast usually every Friday. I had one released yesterday. I might, I don't know, I might kind of lean more into the videos and the podcasts going in the future, but for right now, I'm doing 2 articles a week, the videos, the audio podcast. I just started this, the baking one a few weeks ago. This is only my, I don't know, my fourth baking video. So anyway, I'm going to end this pretty soon because you've watched me mix up everything, put them in the oven, take them out, even watched me eat one, and it was really good. I very much recommend these cookies. They contain simple ingredients that most people would already have, and yeah, they're really good. So, Brandon Elrich is So Gay is my publication. I appreciate all of your support. I appreciate all of you who came in here to watch. Where am I at? I am at 21 people, it looks like. That's not bad. Especially because I didn't really plan this out. I didn't send out an early notification or schedule it ahead of time. So I just figured I was gonna be making them anyway because my friend Allie's coming over and we want snacks. So I was like, well, I mean, if I'm gonna be making them anyway, might as well do it on live video, right? All right. Oh, I've got one more batch. We'll do it. So I'll just save the rest. All right. So thank you for joining me for my cooking the brown sugar apple cookies. They were very good. Now I will go wash my hands. I will end this for now. Oh, hi, Edward. You're going to have to watch the replay because I just finished. Have a nice evening. Thank you. It was fun. Thank you. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Rouser. Thank you, Accidentally Sideways, and everybody else who joined. Hopefully I'll see your names when I go to publish this. See you later. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.